survey the wondrous cross on which the Prince of Glory died, my richest gain I count but loss, and pour contempt on all my pride. See from his head, see from his head, his hands, his feet, sorrow and love flow mingled down. Did as such love and sorrow meet, or thorns compose so rich a crown? Were the whole realm of nature mine, that were an offering far too small. Love so amazing, so divine, demands my soul, my life, my all. Sing with me. When I survey, and when I survey the wondrous cross on which the Prince of Glory died, my richest gain I count but loss, and pour contempt on all my pride.
What's up, guys? Hope you're doing well. This is part 2 of our Good Friday series. So if you have not watched part 1, you ought to go back and watch part 1. This is part 2. It's noon on Friday. Jesus certainly had a long night, and it has been a long morning. We're going to read John 19, 1 through 27. I'm going to get you to read that here in just a minute. But John 19 takes us a little further into what is happening on this day. Pilate doesn't want to. I think he doesn't know what to do with Jesus, but he doesn't want to kill him. So he has him flogged, and it's easy for us to read that and not get it. This was a brutal torture that Pilate ordered Jesus to go through. So he would have been stripped and shamed and beaten, and he would be a bloody mess when he came out of that. And so he comes back to Pilate after being flogged. This is where chapter 19 picks up, and they have this interaction, and Pilate kind of presents him to the crowd. The crowd's not satisfied. They want him to be crucified because he made himself. We find the accusation in here, and really a good reminder of what's going on. Why did they kill Jesus? They killed Jesus because he made himself, because he said that he was the Son of God. He claimed that. Verse 7 says this: the Jews answered him. He said, "We have a law, and according to that law, he ought to die, because he made himself the Son of God." So they knew that. They knew that's what he was claiming. He knew that Jesus had claimed that he was the Messiah, that he was the Son of God, and they were killing him for that. And then you have this really interesting interaction with Pilate. Pilate takes him back into his headquarters again. He asked him some questions, and Jesus didn't answer. And in verse 10, 19:10, is what it says. So Pilate said to him, "You'll not speak to me? Do you not know that I have authority to release you and authority to crucify you?" And Jesus in verse 11 said, "You would have no authority over me at all unless it had been given to you from above." So Jesus, in the midst of suffering, never lost sight of who has the authority in this situation, because it's not Pilate, it's not the Jews. His Father has authority, and this is an act of submission and obedience to the Father. It's not because he is helpless. Anyway, if you read on down through 19, 1 through 27, Jesus is crucified. He's put on a cross, nails through his hands, nails through his feet. And at this point, it is bad. A bloody mess. He's been shamed and beaten and stripped and mocked and betrayed and denied, and now is crucified and is waiting to die. Matthew's gospel tells us it was dark from the 6th hour until the 9th hour. Noon is the 6th hour here, so this is where we are. You'll see in this move of love and compassion that references or illustrates Jesus' humanity. He cares for his mother. He makes concession for her, or arrangements for John to take care of her. So anyway, I want you to read chapter 19, verses 1 through 27. And here's something to meditate on for the next few hours. We'll come back at 3 o'clock and hit this in the 9th hour and look at one more thing. But the thing to meditate on right now is this idea that we read this earlier in Isaiah 53, by his wounds we are healed. It's a great thing to meditate on, that by his wounds we are healed, that Jesus made atonement for my sin. Oftentimes we talk about that in a very general sense, that Jesus died for the sins of the world, and it can be easy to lose sight of the reality that Jesus died on the cross for my sin, for my disobedience, for my iniquity. It's a good thing to think about and to meditate on for the next few hours. Hope you're doing well. And enjoying Friday. I'll catch up with you later.